nice, actually. As... Whoa! I missed.
Crash in the back, that is...
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today, we are going to be jumping back into the classic game series. Obviously, I've done a few. I think I've done 4 of these now. We've done F1 2018, 2015, 2012, and 2013, but we're going to add another game to that list, because I've finally got my hands on F1 2010, which is not my favourite one of all time, but it's definitely up there with some of the best. So yeah, we're going to be jumping on F1 2010 today. I've got the trusty Xbox controller because there is definitely no Club Sport support for this game. I haven't decided who we're driving as yet. I think we're going to go as Robert Kubica in the Renault. We're going to be doing a 10% race because 25% races don't exist with this. You can only do 10%, 20%, 30, 40, 50, etc. as you go up to 100. So we're going to do a 10% race, dynamic weather, and we're going to be doing the Bahrain Grand Prix. The reason for this is because it is not the normal layout we've seen in the past 10 years. In 2010, they actually used the endurance layout, which was a mixture of what we use today, plus the outer layout we saw in 2020. So we're going to be doing that. And yeah, let's get straight into some F1 2010. Okay, so here we are on the grid. We've only got 5 laps of Bahrain to do, it being a 10% race. Didn't think it was going to be so little, but it's lights out, and away we go. As Robert Kubica, we're immediately going to go to the inside to try and cover off Rosberg in the Mercedes. Obviously, this is Mercedes, or was Mercedes' first year back since 1955, as on the inside, there goes Adrian Sutil, the man who was just arrested for a fraud charge over in Germany. But we are down 3 places on the start, from 5th place down to 8th place, up towards turn 4. The track is the exact same as it was back in the day, with the exception now, as now we're going to see the different layout. We go left after turn 4. There is Sutil on the curb and nearly on the gravel. Oh, bit of contact there. I'm going to lock up as we head into the chicane. So this bit might look a bit familiar, as this is the outer layout, but then we go right into the endurance layout of this lap. Rising over that curve, we've got Hamilton in front. We're back up to P7, and over that curve, getting it turned into the left-hander. Not too bad through there. And now back onto the track, which a lot of you would be familiar with, down into the modern-day turn 8. Obviously, it's not turn 8 on this layout. I'm not going to bother counting because I don't know. But not a bad start. We're down 2 places. We've got the McLaren and Mercedes in front of us, Hamilton and Nico Rosberg, and then we've got Sutil and Alonso behind in the Force India and the Ferrari. But not a bad start at all, and we're going to settle in for 5 laps as down into the left-hander. Oh, Sutil went for that move. I didn't see him go for that move, but he saved it. Not a bad save there from the German. As round the right-hander we go. I need to try and catch up now with the 2 cars in front. But yeah, like, you can already see, you know, out of all the F1 games, this is definitely up there. It's not my favourite, but it is definitely up there. Down into the final corner, 7th gear, down to 3rd gear for the apex. And yeah, like, good thing about F1 2010 is it's not actually too hard. Like, I'm playing, the only assist I'm playing at the moment is just automatic gearbox. Everything else in the traction control and everything has been turned off. As, oh, I completely missed turn 1 there. Somehow I'm actually going to go past Rosberg in the Mercedes. There we go. But yeah, so like, I've got traction control off, I've got ABS off, all that kind of thing. And like, it is pretty easy to control. It isn't too bad. Into turn 4, Hamilton going quite slow. Might be able to pick up a move or something here. As, oh no, I'm going to go in the gravel. That's not good. That's the last thing I needed. And I've got a warning for illegal blocking. Interesting penalty system there. Into the chicane. I need to get close to Rosberg. There's a bit of a lock-up. And over we go. Not too bad. But yeah, like, it is a pretty easy game to get the hang of, which is good. Good thing about these classic games. Also, it does have quite a few odd sort of handling quirks. I sort of, in a way, it's very similar to like Project Cars 2 F1 2010. It's sort of got this terminal understeer, which you can't really fix no matter what you do. Like, the cars just sort of tend to plow through each corner, but that is how you be quick. Obviously, on wheel, F1 2010 to F1 2012, these were all what people like to call lock-to-lock games, where basically there was no actually finesse in the wheel inputs, and you basically just went lock-to-lock in each corner, and that's how you would go quickly. This game is no different to sort of that, and it is the same on controller. Through the right-hander, we are catching very slightly with up to Rosberg, and also it's got a different engineer. The guy in this game, I can't remember what his name is, I think it's like Sabine or something, has got a very different accent to the ones in F1 2011 to F1 2014, which is interesting to see. It adds a little bit of variety, it's quite good. But on to lap 3 now. 2-minute 5 lap time around here, so it is actually quite a long lap. We're going up to 290 kilometers an hour. Rosberg is defending free air up there, but through turn 1, that was a very nice apex. Getting on the power as early as I can. But yeah, one of the downsides to this game is definitely the AI. Like, the AI do have some weird habits, you know, they tend to defend free air, like you just saw with Rosberg into turn 1. They also make mistakes like that. They take some very interesting racing lines. We're going to go sailing around the outside on the Mercedes. There you go, nicely done, up into P6. Oh, I'm going to go wide. Get back on the track, please. Yeah, we're going to keep that position. But yeah, like, they do have some interesting habits, which at times can make it quite easy to get past them. And there you can see that terminal understeer, which this game tends to suffer from. Through the left-hander, Hamilton in P5 is quite far ahead of me now, so it's going to be quite hard to catch up to him. I'm also going to turn the aero on the front wing up a bit. That is one setting you can do, is you can manually adjust the front wing angle while you're in the car, and that helps. Obviously, you know, you can make it more straight line efficient, or you can make it more corner efficient. I've just made it more corner efficient there by going to plus aero on the front wing, as you can see on the left, which is a cool little feature. No other game in the Codemasters series does that, so interesting to see something a bit different, as we are 3 seconds up in Sector 2 on this lap, so we are really powering through. Michael Schumacher is leading this race in the Mercedes. That is something you don't see every day. Down into the final corner. Nicely done. And the other thing I can't remember how to do. There we go. Lots of wear on the rear tyres. Here comes Rosberg. He's going to get quite close. I'm not going to defend it too hard. I'm just going to slipstream him down the next straight. But the Mercedes is going to go for the move. We're going to leave him the space. Through goes Rosberg into turn 1. And now it's going to be our job to get him back. So we are going to get a bit of a battle in this race. I was worried that we weren't going to get anything. But up towards turn 4, braking just after the 100 board. Whoa, a bit of a lock-up. Rosberg was very early on the brakes into turn 4. He's going to go wide again, rising over that curb. That's the last thing he needs to be doing. We're going to go around the outside into the outer chicane. We're going to leave him the space. Through we go. Oh, it's still side by side with Nico Rosberg. And there we go. He's going to keep the move. So we're not going to get it done there. But we've got plenty of time to get him back past that curb. Are we going to go for a move on the inside into the left-hander? No, we are not. He's going to stay in front, but I'm going to get on the power nice and early, 3rd, 4th gear, and then rising over that curb, and then down into the modern day turn 8, nice apex, but we are getting close. I am going to put the engine in fast mode, it already was, put the front wing aero back down to minus, so I've got a little bit more straight line speed. Rosberg goes a bit wide, but we're going to tuck into the slipstream. The left or the right rear tyre is getting really hot at the moment, so that's not good. I don't think it's going to get a puncture or anything, but that is something I'm going to have to watch out for. I went a bit wide there. Go into first person camera angle. As you can see, all the cars do have the same steering wheel, which is one of the funnier things about F1 2010, is they didn't really bother modelling in any of the steering wheels. The actual cars themselves look really, really good. But yeah, the steering wheels were all the same. Down into the final corner. I need to get a bit closer to Nico Rosberg. And we are going to get, sort of close, but I've also got Sutil and Alonso right behind me. Across the line, that was a 2:03.6. But down into turn 1. This is the final lap of the race too. So we're getting to the twilight end of this race. Down into the first corner. A little bit of a lock-up. But it's okay. I'm going to have to absolutely ace the middle sector if I want any chance at catching Rosberg. As up towards turn 4, that is a hefty gap he's built on me. You can see how slow he's going through turn 4 though. Oh, and I nearly spun on the exit through the left and right handers into the chicane. And oh, I accidentally cut the corner. But look at how much I caught up to Rosberg. No, there's a half spin getting on that curve. I think that's basically killed my chance now. That's not good. But we're going to keep wringing the neck of this Renault as well over the curves. That was close. Down into the left-hander. There you go. Not getting on the power soon enough though. And I think Rosberg is going to get away from us finally. Not going to be able to get close enough. There's a bit of a lock-up into turn 8. But not too bad, not too bad. Still got this race isn't over yet. Because I've still got Sutil behind me. Down into turn 9 and 10. Getting close to that bollard on the inside. I think I'm actually going to get away from Sutil a bit. We are going to weave down the straight to break the toe. Break the toe from the Force India. Obviously, it's not the quickest car in a straight line. Was that one. But, oh, no. Look, another half spin. No. Oh, what a save. I cannot believe I've saved that. That was very close. But you can see how hot these tyres are. That was incredibly close. Michael Schumacher in the Mercedes is going to win the Grand Prix. But we're going to drop down. No. Oh, my God. No, there's a spin right at the end. Right at the end. Ah, damn it. Just with those hot tyres, I could not keep the grip at all. That was tragic. Oh, man. That is going to be an end to this race. We're going to be P24. What's happening? Oh, my controller just disconnected a little bit. But through the final corner, it's going to be P24 out of 24. Jenson Button has now won the race, apparently. I think there might be a bit of a glitch there, but across the line for Robert Kubica, going to be P24. God, what a shame. What a shame. We just saw those. We did not manage those tyres properly at all. There we go. So, So Jenson Button has been promoted to the race win out of nowhere. That is very interesting. Michael Schumacher gets relegated to second, and Felipe Massa on the podium is probably the most unrealistic thing out of everything in this video, but there we go. So, but yeah, there we have it, everybody. Hopefully you all enjoyed another episode of my classic F1 game series. Was a little bit of fun. In the end, this is a game I do enjoy playing, but my thinking is, since I'm running out of F1, since I'm running out of classic F1 games to play, I'm thinking I'm gonna sort of expand my, I'm gonna expand the horizons of this series a bit. I've got a few different like classic games. I'm thinking, you know, like Dirt 3, Dirt 4, Project Cars, all this kind of thing. So I'm thinking I'm gonna expand the series a little bit. But yeah, that will be something which will come in the future. So hopefully you all enjoyed. Stay safe, have an awesome day, make awesome choices, and I'm going to see you all in the next video. So take care, everybody.